Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. So today I am building my very first build in Sulani, which is the new world that just came out with the Sims 4 Tropical Living expansion pack, and I decided that when you are in a very warm and tropical place, there's nothing better than a delicious scoop of ice cream. So today I am building an ice cream shop that I have decided to call Pineapple Lanai. I really tried to come up with a funny name for this place that used like puns and but I couldn't come up with anything that was like super punny. Pardon my pun. But Pineapple Lanai is a snack shop at Disney's Polynesian Resort at Walt Disney World, which is also where you can get Dole Whip, which if you are not a Disney freak like I am, a Dole Whip is kind of like one of those like legendary Disney desserts, you know, like a Mickey Mouse soft pretzel or something like that. But it's basically soft serve pineapple ice cream, which is kind of funny because there isn't actually pineapple ice cream in The Sims 4. There are other like fruit flavors, but not pineapple. So unfortunately, Pineapple Lanai doesn't actually serve pineapple ice cream, but you know, it fits the look, it fits the vibe of Sulani, so I decided to go with it. But yeah, so this was, oh my gosh, this is like the second thing that I've done in Sulani since getting the game. I haven't actually done any gameplay as of recording this video on Saturday afternoon. But yeah, so the first thing I did was I went in and updated my lighting maps for Sulani. In case you didn't know, I went back a couple months ago and made maps of every world in The Sims 4 and showed which lots have the best lighting for gallery thumbnails and which time of day that happens. So I wanted to make sure that I got that out to you guys, so the one for Sulani is out. The easiest spot to find it, if you're interested, is on my Twitter page, which is Mrs. Tomato 1018. But yeah, so painting the outside of this, I decided to go with yellow, like this kind of like, I don't know, it's not like beat up, I mean, I guess it is a little bit beat up looking, but this like yellow paint on like some vertical pieces of wood, I guess, but I thought that was cute because it's pineapple. Pineapples are yellow. I liked it. Yeah, I did have some issues at first figuring out how to roof this build. I mean, like, I got the general gist of how a lot of buildings are roofed in Sulani with, like, a hipped roof and then, like, a regular roof on top of that, but I still had a hard time figuring out the exact thing because I wanted it to have, like, a little bit of a curve to it. But yeah, so I decided to do kind of like a multi-level entrance area where this smaller area down in front is where the hostess or host stand is. And then you go up another smaller flight of stairs to get to the actual restaurant, which is kind of funny in a way because it's like, it's an ice cream place. So like, how many ice cream places do you know of that have like a hostess and you actually have like waiters and waitresses coming to your table to take your order? Like most places it would just be like you go up to a counter and you get that ice cream. So that's why I decided to use the like counter through the window style of kitchen stove or whatever it is. I forget that. I don't know. I'm half asleep. Because even though your Sims won't go up to the windows to get the orders, the servers who will bring them their ice cream will. So I also wanted to make sure that I had a partially covered area for seating, because even though Sulani is very, very beautiful and generally has like really nice weather, although I haven't personally experienced this because as of right now I haven't done any gameplay, I have heard that with seasons, the winter season can get kind of rainy sometimes, which makes sense because like in a tropical environment, that is, you have to have rain at some point, so It usually tends to happen in the winter. But that way then I wanted to make sure that, in case your Sims did want to come here to eat, they don't have to, just sit out in the rain eating their ice cream, because, that's just sad. I mean, townies might end up doing that, because townie Sims can be kind of dumb sometimes, shall we say? So, but that's their choice. That's their problem. That's not on me. If they want to sit out in the rain and eat ice cream, it's all up to them. But yeah, so far, I feel like I haven't seen everything yet in the Build By catalog, but I've seen a lot of it, and I am so in love with this pack. It is so pretty. I don't know. It's funny because, I don't like being hot. I also have this weird aversion to sand. I don't like Indiana Jones movies because there's a lot of sand in them. I don't know. It's weird. My husband likes to make fun of me for that sometimes. But I love the beach. I love being by the ocean. There are some things about, my star sign, which is Pisces, that I really do believe in and subscribe to. And one of them is that I feel very calmed when I am near large bodies of water. I find it very relaxing, very soothing. But I also don't like being hot or humid. So it's kind of a problem, but I love the look of this. So this is perfect for me, because here I get all of the mental benefits of looking at this beautiful tropic scenery and looking at the ocean and all of that. But I don't actually have to go there. I can just sort of chill in my nice air-conditioned house and still, get all the good mental health benefits from looking at the beautiful sunshine, but not actually have to go out into it. So, yeah. What am I doing? Oh, that's right. I was trying to figure out how I wanted the trims to go around, and at first, I don't know, I wasn't thinking, and I was like, oh, we'll just go around the whole thing, but I don't know, it looked a little strange then, and because of how I have the lower podium platform thing set up, it didn't look quite right. So I ended up only using it on bits and pieces here and there. I also briefly entertained this idea of having a fountain, which you saw in the beginning. There is no fountain here, so, because I thought about it, and yeah, the fountain would be nice, and I'm a sucker for a good fountain on a community lot. However, we did get a lot of really beautiful plants and flowers with this expansion pack, so I decided to get rid of it, because since you can't actually place any plants underneath the foundation, because even though it's a stilted foundation, the game thinks it's a solid foundation, so you can't place anything underneath there. I decided to get rid of the fountain, so that way then there would be a little bit more space available for beautiful flowers. Which, I think that's a pretty good trade-off. It would be great if we could actually place some things, even just half a tile underneath, but there is a workaround for it, where if you move the part with the stilted foundation over and place the flowers and then move it back, as long as it's just a tiny bit under and not all the way under, it won't get deleted. But I also didn't have the space to do that because the deck area is so large on this build, and by this point I had already put in so many other things that I was afraid if I moved it to the side I would end up losing decorations and stuff that I had placed at some point. So, it's fine. There are some really nice floral bushes that are kind of tropical hedges, basically. So I ended up using some of those to kind of disguise, because I didn't like the look of having rows and rows of stilted foundation pillars underneath this place. It just, I mean, obviously they need to be there for structural reasons, but if we could kind of hide them a little bit, that would be nice too. So I placed a bunch of those sort of tropical floral hedges in front, so you don't see it quite as much. I mean, if you go around back or something, you can still see them if you look really carefully, but it's a lot less in your face, which is what I was going for. But yeah, this is just, I feel like I'm just gushing, but I love this pack, and I've hardly, like, dipped my toe into it, but I just love it so much. Oh yeah, this was weird. So I went through and did some terrain painting. Really, I took a long time making this little pathway out of sand, which is silly for a number of reasons, but mostly because that ends up getting deleted. So later in this video, actually not all that much later, but in a little bit, you'll see me go in and I set the menu for this place, so that way then you kind of get an idea of everything that's available for purchase here. And then I also set the staff uniforms as well, and I left all of that in this video so you can kind of see. But when I went back out of those menus, at some point my terrain paint had disappeared. And like, I don't know why. Like, all of it had disappeared. And like, so I did terrain paint, and then I placed more objects, and then I did terrain paint again. So it's not like I accidentally hit undo, because the objects that I place are still there. It was just the terrain paint itself that had disappeared. So, I don't know. I feel like there is definitely some sort of a terrain paint glitch in the game where it just disappears, and for a while it was just happening on lots where I had used like terrain editing tools to like raise and lower the land, but like I did not touch that stuff this time, so I don't know what the deal is. By the way, I don't know that I actually mentioned this in this video, but this lot uses obviously Island Living, and obviously Dine Out, since that's the pack that restaurants came with. And then the ice cream came from the Cool Kitchen stuff pack, as well as some parts of the staff uniforms. Like I think it's the chefs, I gave them the outfit from Cool Kitchen. But what's interesting is that, so like obviously the ice cream in the menu came from the Cool Kitchen stuff pack, and the one staff uniform came from Cool Kitchen. However, when I uploaded this lot to the gallery, it didn't actually register as requiring Cool Kitchen stuff. So if you don't have Cool Kitchen stuff and you download this, I don't know what it would do in replacement, because I don't think, if you don't have Cool Kitchen stuff, you definitely don't have the outfit that I give the chefs, but you also don't have ice cream in your game. So I'm not sure what it would have on the menu here, but, you know, obviously, if you have Cool Kitchen, it'll work just fine. So, I don't know. The game is weird sometimes, but even still, I feel like at this point in the Sims 3 life cycle, like 5 years after the game had come out, I mean, for one thing, we were about to get Sims 4, but I was personally kind of like tapped out, whereas here with the Sims 4, I'm not there yet. Like, I am still really enjoying this game. Like, and I think some of it might be I have less time to play now than I did when I was, like, when The Sims 3 had first come out. Like, I was a new college grad living at home, didn't really have a job for large portions of time, so, like, I had a lot more free time. Whereas now, like, I have a house, a husband, a baby, a dog, like, I've got a lot more going on. So, I don't know, maybe some of it is just that my time is more occupied, but in all honesty, a lot of that has only come about, like, in the last year, so. Which, by the way, shout out to my in-laws, who definitely will not be watching this video, because I don't know that they know I make these videos, but they took my baby and my dog for, like, the entire day today, so, like, I haven't been able to sit down and play a game uninterrupted for, like, more than an hour since before my daughter was born. So this is, like, seriously kind of amazing. But yeah, so now I'm going back in and repainting the terrain. And yeah, that's it. That's the build. So this is Tropical Lanai. There's no custom content used. And as I said before, it just uses those 3 packs plus obviously base game. And yeah, you can get this for this on the Sims 4 gallery under my origin ID, which is Mrs. Tomato 1018, or there'll be a link in the description box below. You can just click that. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have liked this video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, you can do so down below. I put up a new video every single Tuesday. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!